Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Midlife Muscle Strength podcast. It's me, Mickey Kilmartin, with
JPWiz.
we got a fun topic to talk about today. We're gonna go into the archives and look back at our fitness and when we felt the fittest, and what that looked like for us. And well, we'll get into the details when we get there, but we're just looking at when we were the fittest. Before we get into that, real quick summer updates, quick fitness summer updates. How's working out going right now for you, JP? I know you said last time you were training, you had a little bit of a reset because you weren't feeling the greatest. Are you back on track now?
Back on track. Have a little better balance in my program, and feeling good. I got to. I was just on vacation, but they had a gym there, so this might sound shocking to you, but I love the gym. Going to the gym.
Oh, going to a gym. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was nice. It was like 5 minutes away, like little small workout place, couple machines, cable machines. So it's just nice to like go someplace, work out quick, and leave. Sometimes the gym space, you got to like move stuff around, and it's like half the time I got to clean up from my kids. So it's like 5 minutes of cleaning up. So it was nice to show up to a gym, work out, and leave. Even though I love my home gym, I would never change it or get rid of it. But it was just nice to be at a gym. And yeah, fitness is feeling good, better balance with my workouts. Not as like, I'm still doing strength, but I think like mixing the plyos in, mixing not crushing the strength as like, I think I just went so hard into it. So yeah, better balance, feeling good, body's happy. So yeah, fitness is on the up and up.
That's good. Yeah, I just kind of started lifting a little heavier in the last couple weeks. I did about like a 3-week sort of like just reset phase with a lot of like isometric stuff and things like that under load, because I knew I was going to try to lift a little heavier for 6 to 8 weeks. And these first few weeks of lifting heavier has been good. I've been doing some like heavy Bulgarian split squats. I'm going to do some heavier trap bar deadlifts today. Obviously with the plyos and the sprinting stuff always mixed in, but I'm always sort of like, I don't want to say nervous, but as the older I've gotten and the more I've kind of steered away from heavy weights, when I do dive back in, I just am very cautious about how I do it so that I start slow and don't get ahead of myself. Cause that's every time I've done that is when I always get banged up, get a tweak here or there because, oh, this feels good. Kind of similar to what you talked about. This feels great. And then I bite off more than I can chew. And then I'm set back a couple weeks.
Yeah. I go a lot off of feel because it's tough to go off your numbers, what you used to do. I think that's something I always struggle with. It's like, well, I used to do this, so I should be able to do this for the first week. It's like, well, I haven't done that in like X amount of years. So like, yeah, I don't know. I think just going off of like feel and see how, like, I think that can protect you as you get older,
Yeah. I don't do like percentages really anymore. It's more like feel. The other day I did push presses, which I haven't done barbell push presses in forever, but I was like, I want to do a little like upper body power something. Right. And so I was doing barbell push presses and I ended with sets of 3 at 185, which, I used to do push presses at like 255. So if I was doing numbers, like it would have just been like, I've been like, oh my God, I'm so weak. And they were,
I think I've seen you strict press that. So
so it's not the old numbers are just out the door. And the 185 wasn't hard per se, but I just was like, I know I don't need to go any heavier in this because I haven't done this in forever. So I'll just stop here and I'll add a little bit. If I get to like a 225 push press in the next couple months, I'd be ecstatic. Right. So 185 is great for right now.
That's great.
So let's rock and roll here. So topic of the day is, when did you feel, or when were you the fittest, in your life throughout the years? And we both talked before we jumped on air here and said, we actually have a couple different, we'll call them eras, like some T-Swift eras. So do you want to start earliest or most recent? Like, how do you want to do it? It's really,
let's start with the earliest, the peak of your earliest fitness.
Okay, so my peak early fitness for me, I'll jump in first, was probably like sophomore, junior, senior year. Like that 3 years when I was in college was like my peak. I'll call it like my soccer fitness, because I probably weighed about 155, 165 in that window, much lighter than I am now. Could run all day long, could jump through the ceiling, was super durable. Like I never, knock on wood, I was never injured. I played every minute of every game for like 3 years straight. Um, and I just remember feeling like a machine. Like I never felt like, oh, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, I can't do this. I always was just like, yeah, whatever, bring it on, more, more, more. Like just as far as metrics go, I remember I could run 2 miles under 12 minutes pretty easily. I don't remember like what my vertical leap was or anything like that, but I was always really good at like winning headers and things like that over guys who were much bigger than me. Strength numbers were really like, I remember my best back squat back then was like 245. Bench pressing, I think I bench pressed 225 one time, like, and it was a struggle. So my fitness was more geared towards at that time, like aerobic and engine stuff, like being able to run all day. And just being lighter, I just felt quick and fast, and really efficient on the soccer field. So I'd say like 8 years, like 19, 20, 21. That's how old I was at that time.
Yeah. I love that. Do you miss it? Was it worth it? And do you miss it?
So now that I've gotten back into soccer, I'm like, man, if I could just drop about 35 pounds. No, I don't, I mean, it's never going to happen, but I'm always like, man, I should try to get a little bit lighter for like now that I'm playing soccer again. I train more now like I did back then because we had some really good strength and conditioning coaches at Springfield College who sort of changed the way I looked at lifting from being like a bodybuilding thing to more of like an athletic performance thing. And that's where I learned about like power lifts, like power cleans, power snatches, and trap bar deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, a lot of dumbbell work and like single leg work. So that I took and carried forward for a while after I finished college. So I do I miss it? Yeah. I also like ran a lot, but not in a way where I felt beat up. We had a good training program where there was a good mix of sprints and middle distance stuff. I wasn't just piling on the miles. But I had like young, fresh legs, so it probably didn't really matter how much I was running or what I was doing. I just felt good because I was super fit and constantly playing soccer, constantly running, jumping, doing all that stuff.
Yeah. It's funny, very similar to me. Mine was a little earlier. It was like sophomore, junior year of high school. I'd say that's my cardio phase. I was like 160. I was like 165. This was before I got into lifting. So I was like 165. I remember like it took me a couple races to get, but like indoor track, I ended up breaking 5 minutes in the mile.
Nice.
Like I was just light, super fast, recovered, nothing bothered me, no injuries. I just felt like that was like one of my, looking back, I'm like, wow, I was in really good shape there. And I could like sports wise, like I played other sports like lacrosse and just everything felt easier running wise. But, and it's funny that like you look back on that, I'm like, wow, I was in a really great shape. But like, I think this is kind of a theme for me when I was in good shape. It's like, I always looked at the glass as like half empty. Like I was like, oh, I could be stronger. Like I never looked back and been like, oh, that's why I was in such good shape because I was light and fast. I looked at it as like, oh, what could I improve on? Like I want to get stronger. But like in that pursuit of strength, like I lost the thing that was helping me the most, So,
yeah.
But yeah, like I think that was like a peak phase for me. I actually like being able to run and be light. So I think I do miss some of that aspect. And I don't really think it took too much away. I think I was like obviously specializing in one thing and wasn't very well rounded. But yeah, I don't know. I look back, I'm like, wow, I was like in great cardio shape running wise.
So was the strength thing, like, was it you look in the mirror and be like, I want like more muscle mass? Like, did you feel like I want to be, a better physique?
Yeah, I think definitely in like high school, like, you're going through puberty and you're feeling like, oh, okay, I put some muscle mass on, and you always want to look stronger and, be like, I was just like super skinny. I always had like really big legs, like strong legs, but my upper body
like
was
giant legs and then a tiny little torso.
Yeah, like I was like, my arms were like the wrist to shoulder was like the same size. So I think I should have just been lifting more upper body or doing some upper body stuff, but like, I just wanted to lift and get stronger. And then that kind of carried over into like, I think another, like looking back in college, like I think I talked about this before on the podcast, but like freshman year going in college, like I was like very fast, light, in the weight room. I was very strong. And then going from freshman to sophomore, like I felt like the thing that I missed out was like more strength, but then I started skewing it to too much strength, and then like I couldn't run. So like lacrosse is all running. So
you got almost like bulky and kind of clunky.
Yeah, way too bulky, and like I kind of like my success that I was having, I didn't really. I could have used you to been like, you don't need to get stronger, you need to get like faster and more explosive. That would have been a better. No one pointed it out to me though. In my head, I'm like, oh, if I just keep getting stronger, I'll get better. But there was diminishing returns on that, obviously. But yeah, just that time, I think like you have time, feeling light, feeling good. So yeah, that was like one of my peaks.
Whoa, you there? Did we lose power? Yeah, I think we just lost power. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta.